one of his first things he got was a PlayStation, right? And he got Grand Theft Auto, Vice City, Miami, right? So he's like creating his vision, you know, like, oh, this is America, this is what I want to do, right? He's building his dream, right? And he realized that, you know, in Grand Theft Auto, you can go around and you could fight women, right? Like obviously, I mean verbally, like you can fight women for money, right? In Grand Theft Auto, Vice City. So he getting these ideas in his head about American culture, right? And there's some more fighting women, verbally, I mean, but you know. And then he got another game, which is like Street Fighter, right? And Street Fighter is like, oh, the women, they can kick your butt too, they fight back, right? So he's like thinking, oh man, these chicks, they can be tough. I gotta be prepared, right? Because Street Fighter, the chicks can fight back. And then he saw it on TV in Miami Vice, and then this is when it really started. Everything started coming to fruition, right? Sealed in the deal, and he's like, yeah, I can be that guy. That guy, he's a cop, and he's in Miami, and he's cruising around in a nice car, and you know, like his dream is coming reality, right? And here he is. He's FBI agent, right? So he's like, I can go to America, I can fight bad guys, I can be like NWA, say the N-word, and be in a gang with a bunch of my buddies, right? And I can call women bitches and hoes and all this, right? So the dream is expanding, you know. And he's also tied to Tate, right? So he's like Tate's got a dream too, and Tate's like dream is like pimping, right? So then he's like, oh, we can combine forces, and we can give each other information on the pimping, right? And coming to America and making money, you know. And then he controls an army of simps, right? And you know, anybody can be a simp at one time or another, you know. It's not just like you're not just like doomed if you're a simp, you know what I mean? Like you can simp over a girl that you really like, you know. Like you can simp. Simping is like a behavior, you know, so you can change, you know. And only you, just like Smokey says, only you can stop feeding the e-girls, because you don't want to feed the e-girls, because the e-girls is like a wild animal, you know. The e-girl is like a wild animal, and if you feed them, then it just like destroys this society, right? So don't feed the e-girls. And he's learning this, and he's trying to tell people. Him and Tate are both telling their fans, like Tate has an army of tater tots, right? And then Myron's got an army of simps. Nick Fuentes got an army of frogs, right? Owen Benjamin got an army of bears. So you know, Myron is like, don't feed the e-girls, you know. And like the simps can be anywhere, man. They could be just like your neighbor could be a simp. You don't know, right? But you can change, you know. And pretty much just like the opposite of a simp is just ignoring the e-girl. Don't ever feed them. Don't ever watch them. Don't pay any attention to them. That's how the e-girls, like, they disappear. They go back to being normal again, right? And it comes from ancient past, you know. The ancient Greeks, they knew about the e-girl too, right? But it was like a Medusa, you know. It was a Perseus. He fought the Medusa or something. But if you look at the Medusa, you turn to stone, right? And that's the same thing nowadays. If you look at the Instagram girls, you can turn to stone. You just stuck there, like you turn into like a zombie, and like ruin your life. You know what I mean? You gotta be active. You gotta keep going and keep your mind active, right? So Perseus, he had to fight the Madonna, but anybody that looks, not the Madonna, the Medusa, anybody that looks at the and Medusa's eyes gets captivated, turns to stone, and then life turns to crap, right? So Perseus, was it Perseus? He had a shield, and he would look at the reflection on the shield, and that's how he would fight the Medusa, right? And he did what he did, right? You can look up the history. But then Myron, he's got an investigative mind. He watched like 1,000 episodes Miami Vice, right? So he was like, I gotta be a cop. I gotta do a good thing. I gotta hunt down the mafia, hunt down the bad guys. And so now he's like, oh, the Egyptians taking over U.S. government, right? It's right there on the $1 bill. So he's going after the Egyptians. He's like looking for them, searching for them, doing an investigative reporter, because his mind has always been like a police, like a detective. His mind's always been like a detective. He's always looking, who's behind it, right? Like a Scooby-Doo, who's behind all the circumstances, right? All these events. And he found out it's the Egyptians, right? And it's like a Where's Waldo? He's like he got obsessed with Where's Waldo books, and now he got to find the Egyptians in all the chaos, right? Like, oh, there's another Egyptian, and it's like a game, right? So he's like into this game. And he's telling all the simps, like, this is how you spot an Egyptian. This is what, whatever, right? Like, look over there, more Egyptians, And the thing is, like, I'm not gonna go into a whole history of the Egyptians, but remember David and the Technicolor Dreamcoat? Yeah, they're all the G word. All the Egyptians, they're all the G word. It goes back thousands of years. Like, look, it's right there. He's got like a rainbow coat. They're all the G word. So that's that, right? So, but there is a happy ending, like the simp can find love, right? And so that's it. It's optimistic. My video want to be optimistic, right? And that's about it. Thank you for coming. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.